The more you share it, the sooner I can stop bitching and moaning about customer service on this podcast.
That's right. Let's make Hunter famous so he'll shut the fuck up.
Anyways, Casey was a really sweet person.
I wish you guys had been there for when Casey was balls deep.
She's really sweet. What a dick.
Welcome to the Beacon House Podcast, recorded live in Knoxville, Tennessee.
And that's my script for my versus movie, Show Nuff versus Godzilla.
Oh, you mean like Show Enough from The Last Dragon?
Show Nuff!
Bro, I hate to say this in front of Hunter, but fucking Godzilla's doomed.
I know, because Show Nuff got the glow.
Shit, man.
Sorry, I watched that movie last night and it was awesome.
Did you watch The Last Dragon last
Yeah.
night? Fucking A, dude.
My roommate was watching. I was like, "What is this?" He was like, "It's The Last Dragon. Have
It's
you never seen
fucking
this?" And I was
great.
like, I've never seen The Last Dragon."
Oh,
So
it's
I
so
watched
good.
it, and I was like, "There's a funny beginning right there. I need to use Show Nuff."
I've
And you know
never
who's a-
even heard of this.
You never heard The Last Dragon?
Dude,
Bro.
it's like the epitome of '80s movies.
I'm down.
Motherfucker, it's fucking awesome.
Show Nuff.
Yeah, I want to give a big shout out to our buddy Brandon Lee that helped with the Christmas video. We'll get into that in a minute. Hope all you guys watched it. Blah, blah, blah. That means if you didn't, stop right now, go fucking watch it. Anyway, Brandon Lee is a massive fan of The Last Dragon and
Yeah.
Show Nuff.
That's why I was hoping you were going to say that, because that's why I really wanted to do this as a huge shout out to Brandon.
Damn right. Fucking, yeah, you can tell by his light up tennis shoes in the video.
Yeah.
Anyway, man that wears shoes like that fucking appreciates The Last Dragon.
Show Nuff.
All right, what's up, you guys? Welcome to Beacon House Podcast. We hope everybody had a wonderful Christmas. We hope you guys are doing okay. We hope that I hope you guys got to see the Christmas video. Hopefully that made someone's Christmas better.
It made my Christmas better.
It certainly did.
It nearly ruined Christmas when we were making it, but fucking we're like,
What? We didn't fight or anything. We got
Jesus.
completely along the entire time with no arguments.
Brandon, we hope your new family loves you.
yeah. Let's go ahead and give it up, man. Let's go ahead and give it up to like John Ferguson,
Buddy, thank you.
Who also John Ferguson contributes to this podcast in so many ways. Not only does he do our artwork and make it look professional, like he's also an avid listener. He gets into the storylines. Like he's totally right there with us, and starred in the opening sequence of the video as Casey's representative on Mars.
He shredded my application.
He did.
How dare he?
I'm sure he didn't mean anything bad by it.
No, of course not.
Yeah.
I'm never going to Mars.
Yeah. Also, he went to Mars and only took a Boys to Men CD. So that says something about him.
That's his fault.
Ladies, that's what you can maybe expect on a date with John Ferguson.
Oh, man.
What?
Boys
Martian
to Men?
diseases? Oh.
What just happened? God, yeah, man. John Ferguson and Brandon Lee both are huge reasons why that video got out.
Literally wouldn't have been
Yeah.
made, wouldn't have gotten out without them.
No,
we couldn't have done
absolutely
it.
not.
Couldn't have done it without them, and all support of everybody. And let's go ahead and give just shout out right up front, top of the fucking episode. Let's talk about all the people that helped making the video. For starters, the people that we played music with, that played on the recording, played in the video. Randy Wetzel, everybody's favorite human. Dylan Chun, what a fucking animal. Good God. Eric Stam, big shout out to Eric Stam.
He poked holes in my wall, my wrapping paper wall the first day of filming.
The first take of filming.
Yep.
He tore the set up.
Rip.
That dip. You know what, Eric? We love you. And the blooper reel is going to be absolutely fantastic. So stay tuned. You haven't seen the last of our Christmas shenanigans. And then all the people that came to be in the video, my God.
Yeah, my wife, Libby, thank you. Family,
vision.
Chad, Debbie, Alicia.
You guys are so, I hope you're listening right now. Like, you have no idea. It fills my heart with gratitude when we watched that video, and you guys were so fucking enthusiastic. Also, Alea Miller, my fucking ride or die. Like, she's my right arm. Again, you guys are so fucking perfect and amazing. And you came and just jumped right in with no instruction.
Yeah.
That's the biggest thing that I'm so impressed is we didn't have to go, well, you need to look like you guys are literally crazy people, and that's what we were looking for.
Yeah.
Now, another thing, if you watch the Christmas music video and you love it as much as we loved making it,
Oh, here we go.
share that son of a bitch like a bad rash.
Yeah, man. Yeah, hook us up, man. Like we worked really hard on that. We think it's actually a pretty good video. It's got like, man, get some subscribers. Something.
I want you to take that bad rash. I want you to rub it on anybody you come in contact with. I want to make that thing contagious.
That's right. Send that contagion in the mail of the internet.
The more you share it, the sooner I can stop bitching and moaning about customer service on this podcast.
That's right. Let's make Hunter famous so he'll shut the fuck up.
Damn.
Shut the fuck up.
I'll allow this one. I'll allow this one because it's making fun of Hunter.
Kids are like, this is not a bad song. So, right on. Well, so thank you so much to everybody that participated in the video. Thanks to all of our guests. We appreciate the people that and especially the people that had a chance to send us a Christmas picture. We thought those were fucking great. We're not going to pick a favorite because it's impossible, but you guys are absolutely adorable and wonderful. And also the people that we didn't get to feature in the video, we didn't forget about you. Thank you so much for being on our show this year, you guys. And looking forward to 2019. And if you saw the video, let's do this. If you saw the video and thought, damn it, I wish I was involved in that. Well, let's do another one in 2019. Maybe you will be one of our guests in 2019.
We have to one up 2018's Christmas music
It's going to
video?
suck.
We're going to do Baby It's Cold Outside. It'll be me and Dylan.
I'm going to go on and say no.
Yeah.
I want to do Jingle Bell Rock.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, let us know if we do another Christmas song. Which one do you guys want?
Or maybe we should do a mashup of Baby It's Cold Outside, Jingle Bell Rock.
Dude. Jesus.
We got to one up 2018.
I know. Well, we've got a whole year to work on it. We're going to have to start shooting in March.
Now, quick question. Is it possible that we can take this song without the video and upload it to iTunes and Spotify?
I'm sure it is. And we will get around to that. I think, and I didn't think anybody would necessarily care, but somebody might actually want to download it or put it on Spotify or whatever like that. So we'll find a way to get the actual audio track. If you guys just want to hear it done, we'll get that up eventually. Yeah. So thanks so much, everybody. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for caring. I didn't need for that to rhyme. I need to stop talking. I sound like a dick.
I will say all the love and support over this past year. I mean, we're rolling in. Man, how many more episodes? We got maybe 10, 13, something like that, something around there.
Think
Episodes
about
until
10.
we hit our year stride.
Holy crap.
Yeah, man. March. I think we released our first episode
I
in
think
March.
we hit year. Yeah. I don't know what episode that'll be. It's not going to be like an even number episode, but
how many weeks are in a
It'd
year?
be 52.
52.
Yeah. Episode 52 will be our year.
Yeah, and so we're going to try to do something special. Again, it requires so much planning and
What's so weird is it's literally a weird number. It's like episode 52 is our special episode.
yeah,
Not
yeah,
50.
Yeah, so maybe we'll do. I don't know. We'll see.
Maybe
We'll
we'll take my phone and film the entire podcast and upload it on YouTube.
see. Yeah,
That wouldn't be bad.
That
you
would-
never know.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe we'll do we do plan on doing some remote location podcasts in 2019.
Doing them live, yeah.
Yeah,
We
doing
might
them
be able
live.
to do that then. Maybe.
Yeah, we
I
can't-
really want to do a live show in
yeah,
2019.
we want to do live shows where you guys come and literally whatever happens in the live show. I think it'd be cool to do a live show where we schedule it at a local venue, whatever, a bar or a club or just something, a coffee shop, anything. We set the mics up and then you guys come and we just talk. We talk and fight and argue, make fun of each other, whatever it takes, and then that's the podcast that week.
It should start off with YouTube beatboxing and singing.
Yeah,
We could do that. We could open that way.
I mean, we'll do it. And whatever you guys want. You control us. You guys got to let us know. If you want us to come, if you want to hear Hunter sing some songs, we'll make him sing for you. If whatever you want. You want Casey to tell stories? What? I mean, we're literally your trained monkeys.
Hey,
all
also-
you guys got to do is show up and feed us coffee.
Let us know what you think of the new ventures we're doing. Casey's initial idea for Beacon House was that it be a huge umbrella for just creative ventures here in Knoxville.
Yep.
2018, the big project was the podcast, and that's not going anywhere. 2019, there's some crazy shit headed your way that we're already, balls deep in. So
I'm excited.
it's gonna be good. So just let us know what you
Hunter
think.
can get an entire sentence out without giggling.
It's being around you two.
It's true.
Like I kind of want you to be at my Hunter. When I die, I want you to do my eulogy because I want you to laugh halfway through, make everyone really uncomfortable. Be like, Casey was a really nice guy.
Shit.
What a dick. Anyways, Casey was a really sweet person.
I wish you guys had been there
No,
for
it's-
Casey was balls
That's
deep.
actually
in a
really
bunch-
sweet.
probably going to be the beginning of the episode.
Sorry,
right
I'm
there.
on the
You
spectrum.
silly bastard. Oh, I do want to thank you for one thing too. And by the way, happy belated birthday.
Yes.
Thank you.
Like we got to go over to Hunter's new place, and it's charming and adorable, and you guys are wonderful. And so the same amazing bunch of people that made our video fun were there, and they were wonderful. And we played games, and Hunter showed me his Godzilla collection, and like,
It's incredible.
I don't think you were ready, were you?
bro, it was fucking dank. Like I'm not even shitting on you. I want to make fun of you for it, but it was fucking rad.
I've never seen so many naked models of Godzilla in my life.
I took all the Hawaiian
know.
shirts off them.
I know you did. None of them have any pants on, and it's great because you barely notice all the pictures of naked men right behind them.
It's a great distraction.
Yeah,
really
it's
great.
It really gives them a glow.
Show enough.
Shit. Okay. And
Well, we're headed into
man.
2019 with all these big projects. How about we look back on 2018?
hey, man,
Oh,
hold
good
up.
segue.
Hold up, real quick before we look back on anything. I don't want you to move. I want you to freeze like you are. I'm pointing at Hunter. Casey, do you notice Hunter's got all this black shit on his hand right
Yeah,
there?
it's his artistic hand. It's the one he draws with.
What are you talking about?
When you draw with a pen,
It's ink.
is wet, and when you run your hand over it, so you can tell he's been drawing all day.
Yeah.
Thank you, Casey.
Okay. It looked like you've been working on it.
Bees.
All right, 13 minutes in, it's already a shit show.
Yeah. Also, we have an idea to like make a shirt about the bees with like some poop and some bees on
I
it.
just want the poop emoji and the bee emoji. That's it.
Yeah, if you guys would like that, let us know. We might produce some swag, but you guys got to promise to buy it, or we're
Yeah.
fucked.
Hey, if we want to make this an actual job, we're gonna have to get a Patreon, sponsors, and merchandise.
Yeah, eventually, you guys are gonna have to like give us some breadcrumbs.
Please.
Anyway. All right. So, what do you guys got? What do you want to talk about today?
Like Hunter said, Hunter had a really good segue. Best of 2018 is what I had planned for today.
Best of 20, because we're coming up on New Year's.
And there's a lot of stuff I forgot happening early in this year.
Dude, this year has
Yeah.
been fucking out of its mind.
It is. This is the weirdest year. It's got to be. It's the weirdest year that I've seen since I've been alive. For
My
sure.
my memory of this year is a motion blur. I barely remember it starting.
Yeah.
It just fucking crazy.
The media and just, I mean, like, oh my, the world appears to have just been fucking out of control this year. Just, it's amazing. I couldn't have predicted it 10 years ago. If you were going, what's 2018 going to be like? I'd be like, I would not have fucking guessed the year that was going to happen.
Well, I know everyone hated 2016. 2017 was a blur. I don't even remember 2017.
2017 was Act 2.
And 2018 has just been, it's not been the greatest year in overall sense, but man, for pop culture, movies, TV shows,
It was dope.
it was dope.
Yeah, there was, and dude, I think that's cool because the it's like the artistic stuff that happened in the middle of all the chaos and all the like. I feel like there were so many voices just shouting all year on any social platform that just like there was a lot of noise this year. I think it's cool what Casey just said, that like the artistic stuff that was going on, like the songs and the shows and like that kind of gets you through all that,
Fucking artist, man. Why is there such a lull here? Why everybody get quiet?
I feel like I've been talking too much, so I just wanted to shut up, but then nobody else said anything.
Edit. It's funny how many times I go back and listen to episodes that we've done and how many times we say edit and that doesn't get edited out.
Yeah, there are times when I go, I like that.
Yeah, it's good. It's good. Again, continuity, not content.
yeah, your podcast too. Well, okay, so you're talking about the best of 2018. What were some of your guys' bests?
I think we should start off with movies.
Let's do
Okay.
movies, yeah.
And my first one came out earlier this year and I completely forgot about it, but it was one of my favorites is Annihilation.
Fuck, I still haven't seen that.
Oh, dude.
It is so good.
Yes.
So
Still haven't
weird.
seen
We
it.
talked about that with our bud Jordan Shipley, I believe. She had some real jarring insights about that movie. Really cool. Yeah, I liked it too.
And we never got to talk about it on the podcast because Hunter never saw it. We didn't want to spoil
And I
it.
still
for him.
haven't seen it.
Annihilation
Man.
was great.
The Bear.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah.
God.
I'm so ready for The Bear. I know it from the preview. I don't even know anything else about it,
It's-
but I'm so ready for that.
There's something that happens with The Bear that's so jarring and just it gets down into your skin. Like it really just gets in there.
Fucking A. Okay.
Hereditary also came out in 2018. I know you guys. Hunter had
I
to pray
blocked that
through it.
from memory.
Spencer didn't like it.
No, I like, yeah.
You hate it.
I like how
Spencer.
you couldn't even get out the fact that you liked it. I like it.
You're trying to not be polarizing. Casey and I were both there in the parking lot.
You know
when you
what?
took a massive shit on that movie.
It did not make me feel the way I was expecting to. I think, but it was
Joy?
no, but it was. I understand that it was a massive artistic undertaking. Like
I think once you slept on it is when it really kind of
well, dude,
blossomed.
I thought about it like 2 weeks ago when I was like home by myself one night and like things were just kind of spooky or whatever. And I started thinking about Hereditary and like I legit like got scared.
Yeah.
Just thinking about holy fuck, like I don't know.
It'll get at you.
Yeah,
Definitely.
Sometimes you can pray through it and make it better.
yeah, sure.
Another movie I saw this year that I forgot about was Hostels with Christian Bale. It's like a Western.
I didn't see
I
that.
didn't see that one. I
didn't
wanted
see-
to see that
It's
so
on
bad.
it's on Hulu or Netflix.
Oh, hell yeah. Watching it. I'll
It's-
probably do that
man.
tonight.
It's good.
I'll
It's
finish
a slow
Castle Rock
burn
tonight.
Western, but it's good.
And man, honestly, I missed a lot of movies I wanted to see too. I wanted to see Creed 2. I didn't get to see that.
I'm seeing that
And I
next
know there's a
week.
bunch of stuff coming out like or I'm sorry, some things came out right around Christmas. Edit.
I saw The Mule. Really good.
Really good.
Clint Eastwood does it again.
Man, I don't.
Dude, Mary Queen of Scots looks intense as shit. I'm super excited for that one.
I'm trying to think what movies I really liked this year.
Did you go see Ready Player One?
Nope.
I intentionally skipped
But
that.
I tell you what, when I was
I wouldn't.
I was
bought
told
it
I
on
made a
DVD
mistake.
and it was awesome.
dude, Brandon Lee told me he said visual because when we were editing the Christmas video, I was like, man, imagine editing something like Ready Player One. He goes, dude, have you seen it? I said, no. He goes, you've got to read the book first. And he goes, it's a quick read. It's really good. He's like, get the book, then go see the movie. And I know everybody says that, but he was like, this is a 2-part thing. You've got to if you care at all about like 80s pop culture references, he goes, get the book, then go see it, and it'll blow your fucking mind. He says it's one of his favorite things he's ever seen. So that's definitely on my list.
I mean, there's one part they go to a specific thing in the movie that you two would get the biggest kick out of.
I'd imagine Mechagodzilla. I know about that.
I don't know about that. I don't think there's so many references that I didn't catch them all. I had to go watch a video about 100 Easter eggs you missed.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ready Player One was a solid. I mean, it's that feel good kids taking over a big corporation Steven Spielberg movie. Like,
Shit,
yeah.
what were some other movies that came out? I know we went to
Infinity War, man. I mean, not to, it's
Black
the elephant
Panther.
in the room.
Black
but-
Panther.
Yeah.
dude.
Did you not like Black Panther?
It was okay. But I thought Infinity War was holy shit. That's the best
tell you-
comic book movie I've ever seen.
I thought Black Panther suffered from Iron Man syndrome. I thought that not as bad at all. I loved Black Panther. Just get that out there. But I thought the third act in Iron Man, the first movie, the third act, that movie falls apart and people forgive it because of everything it's done since. Black Panther does not fall apart, but the third act, it kind of gets threadbare. You can see
sure.
the weak spots. That
and
you're
maybe
blinded by.
it's just not my favorite Marvel character. Like maybe I don't know. Like
Dude, I mean, that's fair, but like I grew up not knowing much about Black Panther, but
Right.
when I was first getting into comics is when Marvel rebranded with Marvel Knights, and the Black Panther cover blew my fucking brain.
well, I liked
out of
Black
my
Panther
skull,
in the comics when I was younger because
Yeah.
the first time I ever saw Black Panther, he was in a lot of the Avengers stuff, but then also he was in a thing called Contest of Champions that they did, and that was sort of like pre-Infinity War.
Yep.
But he was a big part of that, and I liked the character of Black Panther a lot. Just I don't know. I thought the movie was okay. I mean, it was ultimately to me a little forgettable, but Infinity War destroyed my face. What else? Man, I keep wanting to say like
Deadpool 2.
Dude, A Quiet Place came out this year.
A Quiet
I
Place.
finally saw it.
A Quiet Place?
Finally saw A Quiet Place.
What'd you think?
I thought it was pretty cool. It had some suspense. I like the biggest thing I liked about Quiet Place was maybe the cinematography. Like I liked the way it looked and the way it was shot, and there was a little bit of like suspense. As far as a concept, I thought it was completely boneheaded.
Really?
Yeah.
I think in 2018 I learned something very important when going to see the movies is not caring that much.
I'm learning that more and more. Yeah.
Sure.
And not about like not trying to like say that you didn't or you cared too much about A Quiet Place. I think other people overhyped it, like me and Hunter, to a point.
Not just you guys, everybody did. I mean, everybody was like, "Oh my god, it's the greatest thing." I'm seeing, and that's man for me. I don't necessarily buy these sort of like these like short order comedian crossover into like director like. I hate to say it, man, but like Jordan Peele, and
Did you not like Get Out?
I did, but I wasn't like, oh, it's the most artistic thing I've ever seen. Like, but just like the guy in Quiet Place, was it Straczynski or what is it?
Yeah,
Krasinski.
Krasinski. Okay, like I think those guys are okay,
He's
but
not really a comedian though. Like I mean, he didn't
you
even
only
play the
know of
funniest
him.
character in The Office. He just played a character in The Office.
yeah, I get it, but like I don't see those guys as like visionary directors, and the work that they produce doesn't strike me. And I know
That's
I'm waiting for it too. That's kind of the thing. Like when I talk about A Quiet Place and I say it like, oh, it didn't have like cohesive plot lines or something like that. I'm not thinking that when I'm watching it. Like I don't sit in the theater and go, oh no, that was a preemptively weird plot twist. I just sit there and I don't think anything when I see a movie. I just watch it and wait for it to make me feel something. And then if I don't feel anything, I go, why didn't that grab me? I think it was papery or like something was wrong, but something just didn't hit me about that. And I don't ever expect anybody else to feel that way.
Yeah.
I just have to decide why that didn't work for me and why something else did work for me.
I Love You, I Have Always Loved You didn't get you in the movie.
What's that?
In A Quiet Place. Not to dwell on it too much, but when he told his daughter that he had always loved her right before he got fucking eviscerated.
Yeah, I mean, I was like, okay, I get it. I don't know.
Spoiler alert.
That guy, yeah, spoiler.
Krasinski lives.
Krasinski just doesn't.
John lives in
He
the
just doesn't do it for me. I like Emily Blunt a lot, and supposedly that Mary Poppins thing that's coming out is going to be.
It's already out.
Is it already out?
It is already out.
Supposedly look out. That's the movie that Mortal Engines was supposed to be. You know.
Well, see, and here's the thing: is I wasn't trying to pick on you with your opinion, but when you were saying that, it reminded me of all these IMDb and Rotten Tomato reviews I've been reading recently, and it seems like everybody's just over opinionated movie critic nowadays, even when they don't have the credentials to be one. And it's, man, if you're going to go to the movie and it's something you want to see and you're entertained by it, it's a good movie.
It did its job. Yeah,
it did its job.
Dude, you know why I think people are like that? I think it's because our entire culture now is thumbs up or thumbs down.
Yeah.
Like you like
you can't have a middle ground.
Yeah, if you like something, you click a heart, you click a little thumb, you do something. But everything, the minute you see it, including our Christmas video, is open to interpretation of like a quick knee jerk reaction of good or bad. Mm-hmm. You like it or do you dislike it? Next.
But here's the thing.
Rinse, repeat. It's like that, you know?
And you're not allowed, and it seems like nowadays you're not allowed to like something. Like if you're like, oh man, I really liked it, people are like, it was all right.
Yeah.
It's like you're allowed to say you liked it. Like no one's gonna shit on you for it.
Yeah, saying something's all right.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Saying something's all right does not need to be a bad thing either. Like that's another. Like if it's all right, then it's not bad. But
and when
you said that is
I'll
how
say
people
this
say it.
when I give an answer like that means I feel a bunch of different stuff.
That's fair.
If I legit like spoiler, I saw Mortal Engines. And I apologize to anyone that liked it because maybe one day, one day you'll have good taste. But
oh shit!
Fucking, you want to talk about a piece of shit? That movie sucked. It looked like they gave a talented director hey man, here's $5,000, see what you can do with it. Like I mean, it was
bad.
It was pretty fucking bad, dude.
That's like the movie Sucker Punch. Everyone hated on that movie
hard.
Everyone hated it.
I thought Sucker Punch was
thought it was a great comic book movie. Mm-hmm. Like, I thought it was rad.
Not only that, I went and saw it with a girl, and she was telling me, like, on the way home, I was like, man, I suppose that was sort of like, that was almost like fan fiction. Like, and she goes, no, I thought it was great. She goes, that actually, she said in Sucker Punch, they did a lot of things to almost highlight some of the things women face on a daily basis, like the specific hardships that are geared at women kind of a thing. But of course they did it in a fantastic way. But I had no problem with Sucker Punch. Like, and I'll say this about, to be fair, Mortal Engines, the things you get to look at in the movie, like the giant moving cities and stuff, are pretty fascinating. But that's it. The minute the people start talking, or there has to be a thing that happens.
What about the zombie robot? I didn't know there was one, but there's like a zombie robot in the movie.
It's confusing. And you kind of wonder, why the fuck is it there? And then there's like an emotional scene with, anyway.
Okay.
Make up your own mind about it. I wanted to love it. I wanted to just go see a movie where it was just visually took me to another place, you know, and instead it's anyway. But whenever I answer a movie like that, I go, like A Quiet Place, I feel a bunch of different stuff. There were things about it I liked and things about it I didn't like and blah, 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 blah. But ultimately for me, that still goes into the cattle chute of like, I could take it or leave it, you know. When a movie makes me just go, oh fuck, I can't get enough, like
Meg.
No. The last movie, I really feel like I just wanted to go up to everybody I know and shake them and say, you've got to watch this. It says something very important about our humanity. Was California Typewriter. And almost nobody's seen it.
Was that the Tom Hanks movie?
Tom Hanks was in it. So was John Mayer. So was a bunch of artists.
But it was about the...
It's incredible. It's absolutely incredible. It shook me to the core. I could not get enough. It could have been 6 hours long, and I would have still been on the edge of my seat.
You caught me in a parking lot of
and
our favorite hangout.
after
and
we saw
talked my ear off for like an hour about it. Yeah.
stunning. Better to me than any movie. I said, I'm pretty sure I said on social media, it was the most important or the most stunning movie I'd seen in probably a decade.
Jesus.
And I meant it. But again, it's about stuff that I care about, like the creative process and where we are in the creative process and blah, blah, blah.
Well, another movie that came out this year that I thought everyone should have gone and seen, I don't think a lot of people saw it, was Eighth Grade, which was the Bo Burnham directed movie. And he literally took, the actress, the main actress in the movie is an actual actress, but everyone else, he used actual eighth graders. And the feeling, the awkward feeling that movie gives you about being back in middle school is so pure and real that you're just like, the entire time you're sitting through this movie, you're like, oh, I remember being in school and having this shit happen, and I hate it.
Yeah, I don't want to watch that.
But because I hate it, I love this movie because it actually makes you feel.
I will say this. I'm embarrassed to admit this, but I have not seen Bohemian Rhapsody, but everyone I know says could be the best movie of 2018. Also, I have heard that A Star is Born, the film with
I heard that was really
Bradley Cooper and Lady Gaga, was like, no one is immune to it. Like, it'll wreck you. And like, I had tough fucking friends that went and saw it, and they said when I got done crying during the movie, I had to go home and cry more.
I desperately want to see that still, but I've heard that it's really long, and that's not a break. I love that in movies, but if it's a movie like it looks like it's going to be, I don't want to spend money and time out in public for that. I think I'll wait on that one.
And
Hunter doesn't want to spend money crying in public.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse or whatever.
Heard that's great.
It's supposed to be the greatest thing.
They were trying to get Tobey Maguire as Spider-Man for a while in that movie.
Of all the movies that are out or one out that I didn't get to, that's the one that I've got to see before the end of the year.
This is crazy. Right now on IMDb, Mary Poppins has a lower review score than Aquaman.
Good.
Whoa.
Good.
Wow.
Disney can eat shit.
Jesus.
Damn. Okay.
All right.
There's no, think about it. If you need to re-edit, you just went, Disney can eat shit.
I don't need to think about
You're
it.
not
I'm
pulling any
excited.
punches.
Hey man, they're getting the X-Men and that's good for Marvel, but Disney buying Fox's entertainment assets, I'm glad the government has just approved a monopoly in the entertainment industry. Eat shit, Disney.
Isn't Disney screwing up Netflix too? Aren't they pulling all their shit off Netflix now?
Yeah, they're pulling their shit off
They're going to make their
Netflix.
own streaming service and fuck everybody's life up.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's because they know that Disney owns like
Netflix,
60 or 70% of the entertainment IP in the world now. It's ridiculous.
And basically Netflix's response to that was, everything Marvel, we're just not going to do another season of. And everyone's like, no. And it's like, Daredevil, canceled.
Yep.
Jessica Jones, canceled.
Daredevil
Defenders,
was good too, man.
canceled.
I thought Daredevil was really good.
They're like, if Disney wants to pick it up, we're not going to make money for Disney anymore.
Dude, I don't even go to Disney movies anymore. I go to the Marvel ones. So, but I mean like Disney proper. And it's not even, that's not a boycott, but I'm just, because they own Star Wars and Lucasfilm, which is not, just Star Wars, but Lucasfilm and Marvel.
Yeah.
And then Disney and Disney Animated, and they own Pixar too. It kind of started with Pixar back in the day.
Jesus.
You can't fucking go 5 minutes without Disney screaming at you from a billboard or your phone or the TV or something. And it's not intentional, despite my eat shit thing. Like I say that in jest because I'm a DC fanboy. But I honestly think like Disney has become white noise to me. Unless it's a Marvel movie, I think it just in one ear and out the other because I see
weird.
it so fucking much.
Because I like Pixar and Star Wars more than I like Marvel.
I actually do too on a film level like that, but that's what I mean. I just don't think about
I'm so
it.
ready for episode 9. It's going to be so good.
Jesus.
Anyways.
Oh my God, that's coming up. That's 2019.
That's next
isn't
year.
it?
Yeah, next year.
Holy shit.
Christmas next year, but
Good. So a year from now, I'll see you guys in the theater. Fuck.
Luke is still a dead asshole. It's fine.
Speaking of Netflix and Disney's new streaming service, TV shows in 2018.
Let's do it.
Fuck
Castle
it.
Rock.
Castle Rock was wonderful.
I'm 2 episodes from done. It's
I
my
still can't
favorite.
believe it took you a year to watch this show.
Hey man,
Fucking The Haunting of Hill House.
Haunting of Hill House.
Ooh yes.
It taught us all. It taught us all how to feel. You know.
Yeah.
That's another. That's a TV show that was as good as just a really long movie.
For sure.
Lost in Space.
I've heard good things.
Like, it was good.
Yeah.
Real good. Maybe better than the other two we've mentioned so far.
Really?
Like, it was one of those where like everybody watched it in a night. Like, you couldn't put it down. It's crazy good.
I think I'm gonna start that tonight at work.
I almost forgot about it. It was. I'm trying to think. Like, there's so many things I don't have time to
Altered
watch.
Carbon came out.
I never
this
saw
year.
that, but I know it's.
so
I know
good.
it's
I
great.
want to. Yeah.
It's a really good sci-fi noir.
Oh yeah, I know it. Didn't you got the book too? Didn't
I
you?
just picked up the book.
Do you like it?
Yeah. There's a lot of things that they took liberties on in the TV show that would have been better if they just followed the book.
Sure.
But that's how it always
But
goes.
you have to sometimes. And I get it. Man, I will say the one of the things that came out on Netflix this year that absolutely charmed the fuck out of me was the Curious Creations of Christine McConnell. She's like an Instagram star,
Yes.
and a sorceress of proportions barely comprehensible. The things she makes are so insane and crazy, and they're sci-fi, they're horror. Sometimes they're kind of sweet, but it's insane. And that TV show was so good that even after I finished watching it, I just left it on in my living room all
You
the
say the title again.
The Curious Creations of Christine McConnell.
She's basically the goth version of Mother Goose, and I love it.
Martha,
Oh.
she's like a horror Martha Stewart.
Yeah.
Dude, you would
She recreates
make
all
money
these
as a logline artist.
For starters, if you're not following her on Instagram, do it right now. And then she recreates these scenes from like Alien and horror movies, and it's crazy. And then she builds like these cakes that look like castles. It's nuts.
Yeah.
It's nuts. But the show is so funny, and it was wonderful.
She makes cookies that have realistic looking eyes in them. So it's like you're eating an eyeball.
Oh, dude,
with
it's
a cookie.
for an
insane.
artist. I can't believe that you're not like following every one of her updates. It's insane.
I didn't know about her. I'm
It's
gonna.
insane.
I'm
Go
gonna
watch
be.
the show's on Netflix. It's charming.
Yeah.
It's charming.
Trying to think what else.
What else happened? Any books?
Well,
Any
one of
good
the-
books this year?
The Outsider. Stephen King's The Outsider was really good.
Have you read
That's
Elevation?
what I heard. Daniel Wiseman, our guest, told me about that book. He said it's fucking phenomenal.
You
Yeah,
said the
I
end
still-
of it, Casey, got real fucking weird.
Well, see,
like in a
here's the
good
thing:
way.
is it starts off as a cop procedural.
Yeah.
It starts off like an episode of Law and Order for half the book, like 200 pages, and then it turns into basically a horror book. After that, it turns into the It, or like some weird sci-fi. Like it just takes this weird turn, and you're like, "Oh shit, okay." Because at the point that it switches over, you're starting to be like, okay, is Stephen King just writing a cop book? Or is this actually going to be horror based? Because what's going on right now doesn't really make sense. Mm-hmm. Like it's getting confusing. And then it flips over and you're like, all right, cool.
Nice.
Fucking A.
I like that.
It's like he knew. He's like, right about here is when people are going to start getting a little frustrated and I'm just going to throw it in their face.
That's good storytelling technique. I like that.
Fair enough.
I read The Troop this year. I know it didn't come out this year, but
God. So
it made me sick to my stomach so many times.
Man. I felt reading The Troop like you guys described feeling during Hereditary.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Makes
was
your
sort of
skin
my
crawl.
Hereditary. Yeah, yeah. Shit. What about music?
I really didn't discover any new music this year, I don't think.
I discovered a phenomenal French metal band called Novelists, and holy shit! Again, if people aren't into like very technical, very aggressive like music, but it's got a beauty to it too. It's all they say. They don't just like shout and scream. Like they also sing a little bit, and they sing beautifully. And it's one of the most. I can't even describe what the guitar playing is like. It's another level. It's a new thing. It's the next thing. It's not just the thing from the past being done really well. It's a completely new approach on the guitar. It's so complicated, but beautiful and melodic at the same time. And it's just, I heard it and I was like, holy shit, I got to learn to play that. And I remember I went on YouTube and watched like one of the playthroughs of the guy, and the guy's young. And I just was like, I just clicked it off. I was like, that's going to take so long to learn that. It's just crazy, but they do such a good job. And it's, I don't know. Novelist is friggin' phenomenal.
I feel so bad I didn't remember this, but yes, music 2018, Paris Monster.
Fucking
Oh,
Paris
yeah,
Monster.
yeah.
Jesus, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, we did a little, I guess, guest spot of their music.
And then I feel like they spent most of the year after I met them and they let us use their music. I think they spent most of the year over in Europe. They've been touring constantly. They're back in the States now.
Well deserved. I totally forgot too. I feel like an asshole.
and they're starting to
they're
get
so mind
well.
blowing.
I'm starting to see other people that I'm friends with online share their videos now, and they're like, "Dude,
That's
you should
great.
see these two guys." It's like they're crazy,
it's like, man, we've been listening to them since what,
May.
Yeah. If you get a chance to see Paris Monster, it's worth. Let me just tell you guys this: it's worth looking them up, and it's worth a drive.
It's well worth your time.
Well worth your time to drive even 3 hours or 6 hours, however much of a drive you've got in you. It'll be worth it to see. It'll blow your mind.
This is your fault. You mentioned music.
Well, we're talking about like the just good honorable mentions of 2018. Like, let's talk about some of the local bands that are phenomenal to see. Boogie Nights, right at the top of the list. Amazing. Everybody knows, I guess, Valerie. If you get to go see Valerie Buckner Tipbuck, if you get to go see this bitch, she was a baby in our Christmas video. I say that because you see, if you go back and watch the Christmas video, she put some captions in there, and that's okay because I put some capos in my video too. I love you. And one of these days, I don't hope we don't ever settle the rivalry, Valerie. I love you. But no, go see Boogie Nights. Holy shit. And then if you go see Boogie Nights, you might as well go ahead and take the other step, go see Smooth Sailor.
Yep.
They share a couple members. And you often see members of them on stage with each other. And another good local band, Skank Banger. If you like the hits of the 80s, which I do, and you love our friend Ben Eller, and you love all the guy, Andy Campbell, go see Skank Banger. And the singer of Skank Banger performed with Boogie Nights just the other night. So these
Can we throw Copper on there? I know it's a cheat because they're not, a band that really
you-
does stuff
They
anymore.
had
but
2 reunion shows
two
this year.
reunion
Yeah, I'm
shows
pretty
this
sure
year.
if you guys had a chance to see Copper in Knoxville twice.
However infrequent the shows are, if word gets out that
Great.
they're playing, go fucking see it.
They're wonderful. It's wonderful.
Go see it.
Any the Knoxville reunion bands that you get a chance to see, dude, don't sleep on it.
Stacked
Please.
Actors.
Stacked Actors is phenomenal. Our friend Brandon Harmon, I feel like Brandon Harmon is my brother. We love the same things, and I wish I could be as good of a performer as Brandon, and he is so fucking phenomenal and an incredible songwriter. And even if they're playing cover tunes, they're Foo Fighters cover tunes, which fucking rule, and they do it so well. And again, a member of Boogie Nights and Smooth Sailor and Skank Banger is also the drummer for Stacked Actors, Andy Campbell.
Andy Campbell, you monster.
Knoxville's Phil Collins. And dude, just go see all these guys. And like I said, the reunions, if you get to go see Copper, go fucking see Copper. But anyway, and guys, I want to say that whatever your New Year's Eve plans are, you might be able to catch one of these bands and go do it, man. It's not it's not just background music, man. They are fun to watch. They're fun to interact with, and the people in them are top notch, best players you'll see anywhere in town. And man, just go check them out. Like
Also, you can interact with them. It's not some
Totally.
holier than thou stage.
Yeah, I dare you to try to get near the front of the
Smaller
stage
band.
with Valerie Buckner on it and not get some interaction. Okay?
Yeah.
You're liable to get fucked up.
You're allowed to get pulled on stage and have sing part of the song.
Yeah,
God.
yeah, or dehumanized or what. It's all cute. Valerie, love you. And yeah, so go see some local entertainment, man. You guys got a chance, and be safe. Of course, we're gonna add that tag. Whatever you do on New Year's Eve, be safe. We're in such a culture now. If you didn't listen to the previous episode about like Uber and everything, there's no reason to like take any chances, man. Just be safe. And you know what? Let's give it. We did such a local episode recently. I don't want to just do the thing again, but go see some of our local friends. Go see Postmodern Spirits. Go see Central Depot. Go see fucking Press Pub.
But we are a Knoxville-based podcast.
It's true.
Go see Knoxville.
Go see Knoxville on New
Go
Year's Eve.
see Knoxville.
Go celebrate it. Go celebrate all the people that have helped us out and made our year bearable and tolerable and even better than that, even great.
My next topic for Best 2018 is documentaries. There's been a lot of good ones this year.
Dude, that
for me, I don't know if you consider it a documentary, but the one that I always go to is PBS Eons. And
I
it's
thought
all-
you were going to say the Mr. Rogers documentary.
That's what I thought you were going to say.
I loved it. I loved it a lot, and it was so touching on a deep level that I don't really know how to interpret it. I liked it, and it's good, but it's not all just like happy. Some of it's really dark, and it's very psychological, and like it's extremely touching.
Yeah.
And you could see that guy just he just cared about how people felt. Like kids, he really cared about how like when 9/11 happened and the buildings fell and it scared everybody, especially children. And he was very into like, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it with kids. And he asked a lot of children, how do you feel? How did it make you feel? There are people that are really scary, aren't there? Like they want to hurt us, don't they? How does that make you feel? Well, and they would go, it makes me very scared. And he'd go, it makes me scared too. And that
You
was
made me
it.
cry sitting here listening
He didn't,
to it.
but he
Stop it.
didn't have to. Unlike me, that I'm so just like, well, let's find the answer. Let's find a solution. Like, he's not like that. He was just like, let's just talk about how we feel. And he just wanted kids to know it's okay to feel stuff. And the movie really, really serves that up. And what's weird is like time kind of moved on past him. Like he still wanted to do shows with puppets and things that were just real, kind of visceral and psychological and hopefully healthy.
Yeah.
And the world just started to go, everything became like TV and movies and it just faster and faster and faster, and he just sort of like, he kind of just went extinct, and it's really sad, but Dude, the Mr. Rogers documentary is wonderful. Wonderful.
What is it called? Won't You Be My Neighbor?
Yep.
Yeah, it's incredible. I saw it in the theater. With our buddy Diane Roberts. Shout out Diane. She's taken me to see so many fucking important movies. Man, appreciate it.
Another one, Wild Wild Country. I don't know if you guys ever watched that about that weird cult out west.
No.
Yeah.
Did not see it.
No? It's about this weird sex cult out in, I think they got land out in Oregon.
Sounds like a fucking blast.
Well, here's the thing:
Kidding.
is it happened very recently, and I have no recollection
Is
of
it
it
the
ever being
Smallville
in the
girl
news.
thing?
No.
Okay.
I don't think so.
Weird.
It's insane. Like, you watch the whole thing. I won't spoil it because you need to watch it. It's insane how this just went under the radar in our national history.
Okay.
Another one is Evil Geniuses, or Evil Genius, which is about the weirdest bank heist in American history, where the guy had a bomb strapped to his neck and went into this bank and said that they need to put money in this. Basically what happened is a pizza delivery driver went to drop off pizza. This is the story. Is he went to drop off pizza in a remote location. These people grabbed him, put a bomb around his neck, and went, "You're going to go rob this bank for us."
I thought they made a movie about that not too long ago.
Yeah, well, the movie's less than 30 minutes with Danny McBride and Jesse Eisenberg.
Yeah,
It was
yeah,
a
yeah.
comedy, supposed to be a comedy.
Is that based on that or?
Loosely, but there's a
That's scary
documentary
as
that
hell.
talks about the whole thing, and this guy literally got caught by police, and he's sitting in the middle of this intersection, and he's like, "I have a bomb on me, you have to help me." And the cops were like, "There's nothing we can do, they got a bomb squad out there to try to, there's nothing they could do." And this guy died right there in the middle of
Jesus
the,
Christ.
the bomb went off. And so there's this whole investigation trying to find out who did it. Was he really in on it, or was it it's I want to say 6 episodes. You need to watch it. It's nuts. I love documentaries though.
I do too. No, yeah,
I
yeah.
love listening watching things that happened before I was born, or when I was too young to know what was going on.
I've actually been watching a lot of
Same.
online documentaries about the Neolithic era and the Paleolithic era and all that. This is basically the time. This is what we call the Stone Age.
Where the Arsenotherium was?
Yeah, there was Arsenotherium and Elasmotherium and Glyptodon and all this shit. And I'm fascinated.
Where are you
now.
finding these?
Just YouTube.
Well, yeah, but I guess
There's different ones. If you can find any, like I said, PBS Eons, any of the videos they make are phenomenal, but they're short, But there's a lot of other ones you can read about some of this stuff. And man, I don't know. I'm fascinated about this time where there were weird giant animals. This is after dinosaurs. This is maybe pre-Ice Age or during Ice Age. But we existed, something very close to us, our ancestors, the Neanderthals and stuff, were way more advanced than you think, man. They had tools, they had societies, they had villages and groups and all this stuff and fire and they made, they polished stone tools and made axes and shit. So it was the hunter-gatherer culture, but there were still crazy fucking animals around back then too. They talk about some of the first actual humans that the societies they think were maybe 12,000 years ago, but 150,000 years ago, there were things that were very close to us that were tribal and they wore fur and they did all kind. And during that time, the crazy fucking mammals and shit were running around, and the Glyptodon particularly. Shout out to Eric Johnson. He turned me onto a podcast. I think it's called Small Beans Podcast, and occasionally every so many episodes they'll do one called What Dinosaur Good, and they did a whole one. It's fucking great. They're so good. It's 3 people, kind of like us, 2 guys and a girl, and man, it's awesome. And they did a whole episode about the Glyptodon, which is basically a big fucking mammalian turtle about the size of a Volkswagen. It had this huge weird shell, kind of looked like a giant armadillo. And
I'm looking it up
Are you
now.
looking it up right now?
Yeah.
And fucking basically people would hunt them and kill them and then live in their shell. So they would take the shell to live in it and stuff. But it was really, really cool. And then there's another one they did about Dreadnought. Anyway, go check out that podcast. It's really, really good. Shout out to those guys.
I was gonna say one of the topics I have is podcast of 2019 or 2018.
Ooh, that is a good one. That is a very good, super shout
I
out.
have here Conan Needs a Friend.
Great
one.
That's a recent one. That started recently.
The Kryptonauts.
Kryptonaut podcast, so fucking dank.
The Jeselnik and Rosenthal Vanity Project, which I'm a huge fan of Anthony Jeselnik and his stand-up, so
Okay.
I enjoy that one.
I have not checked that one out. Yeah, I'll look into it.
And another local podcast for anybody listening is I Don't Know How to Live. They do great stuff.
Shout out to Tweetster and his sister Daniela. We had so much fun talking to you guys, and I feel like the conversation is going to go on. Like, I've actually been. We talked a little bit about sleep paralysis, and they did an episode on it, and it was so good. But there's kind of an extended conversation about interdimensional beings that come from that, and I've actually had conversations with other people that have experienced it, and that seems to be the origin of those weird things people see, like the Hat Man and the old hag, like that they're actually interdimensional. And so I want to have a whole conversation about that, But shout out to those guys. Yeah, the I Don't Know How to Live podcast is phenomenal. And then another amazing local podcast, the Dead and Lovely podcast. Steve Spradling and Ben Elliott, one of the best horror movies, and not just horror movies. I think they're reviewing Home Alone right now.
That's a horror movie. Can you believe if you were a child and that happened?
I will say when I watched Hereditary, I had so many things I wanted to say about that movie, and I was like, what about this? What about that? Like all this crazy stuff. And everyone's like, I really didn't get that from that movie. And then listening to them do their podcast and saying the same things that I was thinking, I was like, finally, someone is on my side.
Totally. Well, dude, I want to give shout outs to I think we did more podcast listening than anything this year, than movie watching or TV watching. One that I talked about a lot, Dean Del Rey's Let There Be Talk podcast. This guy, he cares so much about music and people, and he's just fun. His conversations with people are amazing. If you could find any of the ones he did with Butch Walker, or the one he did with Brad Wilk, who was the drummer for Rage Against the Machine and Audioslave, phenomenal. Just phenomenal conversations to listen to. Just beyond good. And then, of course, everybody's one of the number one podcasts ever. My Favorite Murder. I can't even. I hope we entertain people 1/1,000,000th as much as those ladies do. I think they're so fucking good,
That last podcast on the left as well.
Last podcast on the left. The Josta Show is another good one. Knowledge for Men, if you want to hear entrepreneurs, if you're like a business guy, that's a good one. He gets a lot of really interesting people on that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's a lot of podcasts to listen to. We hope that you guys don't forget about us.
Yeah. Please don't.
Don't pick up one of these and go, well, fuck Beacon House,
Luckily, 2019 will be sending a lot of crazy shit your way to make it impossible to do that.
In
Damn
2019, we're going to be doing a lot more stuff on YouTube, hopefully. And so that brings me up to my next 2018's best YouTube video. What do you guys think are the best
Definitely
video?
the Beacon House Christmas video.
Yeah.
That's
what I
number
would say.
one.
Definitely that. I don't even know.
Number two is Mark Robber and his Package Thief versus Glitter Bomb Trap.
It was amazing.
It's incredible.
It was phenomenal.
Glitter Bomb and Fart Spray.
That's a very far
for
number
Amazon.
two, though.
Dude,
Amazon
for me,
Package Pirates.
I'll tell you honestly, for me, one that we probably watched, me and like some of my work friends, and like I said, my bro Alea Miller, we fucking one that we watched this year, even way more than that one. We kept watching it over and over all year. Was the Smosh TV. Chris Pratt was on our game show, and I don't know if anybody's seen that, but oh my god, Smosh TV is like a kind of a YouTube channel that does all kinds of stuff, and it's comedy based, and they're really, really funny. They do these like try not to laugh challenges that are hilarious, but they did like a little game show thing right when Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom was coming out, and one of the girls is like a mega Chris Pratt like almost passing out at the side of him type fan, and they didn't tell her he was going to be on the show.
Oh god.
And so they fucking bring him out right there and stand him like right next to her. Name's Courtney Miller, and she's hilarious. And dude, it's just hilarious. You just got to see this girl's reactions through this, and the whole show is based on her social media. So they do deep dives into her Instagram, and it's stuff like her just being a fucking idiot, and she's so embarrassed. And then they go to her tweets, like they have a section of the show called "You Tweeted That," and it was stuff of her saying about Chris Pratt, like. She did one where it was, can somebody write a fan fiction where blank and I get super spicy and Groot watches? And she goes, is it Star-Lord? And he's just like looking right at her. It's so awkward and beautiful and really, really fucking funny. And there's another girl from the show. Anyway, if you can Google it, Chris Pratt was on our show. That's a fucking amazing video. I watched all fucking year.
Let's see. I had another one. The Slow-Mo Guys. I don't know if you guys ever watched those.
I haven't seen
Not in a long time.
So Slow-Mo Guys it's Gavin Free and Dan Grunke? I can't pronounce his last name. I'm sorry. But Gavin did a lot of work with Rooster Teeth, still does a lot of work with Rooster Teeth Achievement Hunter. But he has his own side project that's wildly popular on YouTube called the Slow-Mo Guys, where they have a phantom camera that slows things down to like fractions of seconds.
Right.
I mean, they have it to where like they can get glass cracking real in slow motion. And they did a whole super slow show where they did tons of stuff with like celebrities. Like they try to get Tony Hawk's doing his 1080 or his like crazy fucking stunt that Tony Hawk pulled off. No one else can. Yeah, go check that out. It's a collection of a lot of videos, but if you have a phone that has 4K, they shoot everything in 4K and it looks beautiful. Another one of my favorites is they put a water aquarium in front of a white poster board and then shot nail polish, like very glossy nail polish in the water, and like made this beautiful cloud in super slow motion 4K. It's very eye porn. If you like just staring at beautiful things.
I just like to put Destroy All Monsters on for that.
What? Is that, I don't know. Are you saying YouTube video?
I don't know.
No, not YouTube. Sorry. Go ahead.
I have no idea what he just did.
I don't know what happened.
He shit our podcast all to shit.
I was talking about
You've shit
someone,
us to
and he goes, I want to do Destroy All Monsters. What?
I'm so tired.
Another great YouTube video that just came out recently was Santa Steve from the Valley Folk. Go check them out. That was really fun. It's basically just it's a bad Santa that roasts people, and it was incredible.
Oh my God.
And my last topic here, you guys kind of already covered, was your favorite prehistoric animal from 2018.
Oh shit.
And
Mine is
mine is Elasmotherium.
Elasmus.
I wanted to steal Spencer's favorite.
Arsenitherium's better.
It's not, though.
It is better.
It's not.
I think it would lose to
It's the
Elasmotherium.
same animal with twice as many horns.
It's got
Yeah,
two
but-
little shit
but
horns.
they're little tiny horns.
Little tiny horns.
Even
as
its
opposed to
bigger
the-
horn
yeah.
is tiny.
How many fucking movies was yours in?
I'm going to horn shame your dinosaur.
You can't. My dinosaur was in King Kong. How many?
Was it really?
It got cut out, but it was.
Oh, well.
That's not the same as being in something.
Yours wasn't even considered.
What?
How do you
don't
know?
that.
I do know that.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do.
It might have got
Shit.
cut out.
Yeah, it got cut out.
Like
I mean,
Marvel?
how do you know?
for putting its horn up the ass of your dinosaur.
Yeah. How do
Fucking-
you know King Kong didn't pick it up and use it to pick its teeth because its horn was better for picking teeth?
Fucking hey, you're right. It
If
would have been friends with King Kong. Where yours would have been like a good nut brush for him, like a sack scrubber.
What is happening?
Can we do directors? All you famous directors that listen to our podcast, can you guys make a movie in 2019 where King Kong just uses these prehistoric creatures to groom himself?
Arsenitherium 3.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
nut brush.
The-
Prehistoric nut brush.
Oh, no.
this conversation is probably my favorite of 2018 right now. Shit. Well, there you go, guys. Fucking Merry Christmas from the Beacon House. Let's talk about King Kong's grooming habits.
That was all I had for my topics of best of 2018. I thought you guys were going to bring some to the table,
Dude.
but I think
Okay, how about this?
I got married.
That's easily
Yes.
your highlight of 2018, and us too. What about from our show? What were some of your favorite moments from this podcast from 2018?
go out on a high note. I like it. I still think my favorite of 2018 was the time I made Hunter lose his fucking mind at 4:00 in the morning with my autism joke.
Oh, so good. So
Was
good.
that the
And
one
that's
where
the
we went
anti-vaxxer?
for-
And that's how the anti-vaxxer purposely gave me autism.
Incredible.
And Hunter just like
Incredible.
I go back and listen to that every now and then when I'm feeling sad, and it brings me joy.
Dude, or the podcast we did with Brandon Harmon where we were trying to like
That was that one, wasn't it?
we picked the wrong day to record on, and there was a very loud band next door, and like we couldn't record, and we kept waiting on them to stop waiting, and then finally like took hours. Then we went away to a bar and played pool, and came back. They were still going, and we wound up starting at like 4 a.m.
Yeah.
I was going to say, actually, on the fanboy level, because I'm such a Breaking Benjamin diehard, having Keith on
Oh, dude.
was
Oh, yeah.
like mind-blowing for
First
me.
guest,
Yeah.
first fucking guest,
But
Keith Wallen.
my
Crazy.
favorite memory of doing Beacon House out of all the crazy shit we've done this year
Yeah.
was the Brandon Harmon one, and it was because it was so ridiculous. But he was entertaining, like you talked about earlier, the whole time. He was in the back of the room, angry, screaming through the wall at the other band, and then go right back to playing this heartbreaking love song.
So
and he'd
good.
forget the verse and
Going
scream
to-
at him again.
Going to play pool and me shit talking him the entire time, watching
yeah,
Spencer lose it.
My God, turns out Casey's a pool shark. None of us knew.
He tried to act like how bad I wasn't pissing him off. It was great.
Dude, it was
It
good.
didn't make me mad. I
No,
don't care.
not you.
Really, really
Brandon.
good. And I
I was
was
like, no, that's fine.
maybe to kind of wrap it up on kind of a sincere note, I definitely want to say thanks to everybody, not only that was a guest on our show this year, and taught us so much with their conversations. And again, for anybody listening to this, like the reason we're doing this, I just believe that there's value in communication. There's value in conversations, and maybe not deliberate ones. When you just sit down around a table like this, and we all go, "Hey, what's on your mind?" I feel like we grow from that shit. I feel like we learn from it. And the other half of that is all the people that listen while they're traveling, while they're at home, while they're doing anything, while they're cooking, while they're cleaning, while they're whatever. Anybody that just makes these conversations that we drum up part of their life, that's extremely, extremely flattering, and it means a lot to us. And so I just want to give a big, big thanks. As we wrap off 2018, fucking thank you so much to everybody that spoke with us, that came to the meetups, that sent an email, that texted us, that did any type of interaction with this podcast, help us make a Christmas video, whatever.
Definitely.
You guys hopefully not just helped us, but helped other people too. And I kind of feel like we're all in this together. And that's my little speech.
Well, I actually want to tack onto that a little bit and say thank you to you two for basically helping my dream come true of being able to do a podcast. I've always wanted to do one. Spencer helped me with the equipment. Hunter helped me with his non-Euclidean vocabulary and his presence.
Damn.
Through thick and thin, even during shitty attitudes and bad moods from me.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, and I want to say
appreciate
right back at you, because
you
this
guys
whole
for
thing was
taking-
your idea. This was actually Casey's. Casey was the first person that said, let's do a podcast.
Well, to complete the circle jerk, I actually didn't expect to be part of the podcast. I remember when you guys were talking about it, and I was like, well, I definitely want to be on. I'll be on as much as you let me. Thought it'd be fun, and then
we let you on almost every episode. Just two. You only missed two.
that's why Casey's always been like, get the fuck out.
No.
So,
But I mean, even like,
But yeah, this was an accident for me, and I fucking love it.
through thick and thin, I mean, we've had our ups and downs, but always we're there for each other, and I can't appreciate you guys enough for that.
Casey, you brought my household a pound of sugar.
So for Hunter's birthday, I attached his present to a pound of sugar, and he's diabetic. And I'm glad that everyone got that joke.
Tell the Target story,
you
please.
guys have got to appreciate what it was like to be in this living room with all these people, the loving, affectionate group of people that adore Hunter. And Casey hands him this bag, and he pulls a whole bag of sugar out of it. You know, it's like a death warrant for you.
Yeah.
But then he had the gift taped to the back of it. It was brilliant.
It was
totally
great.
I
brilliant.
almost got medical gloves as well, and
That
handed
would've
you
been
medical
great.
gloves to be like, hold on, before you open my gift, you need to wear these.
That would have been
Shit,
good.
that would have been funny.
And then I thought I was going to maybe pour the whole bag of sugar in there and make you dig through the bag of sugar for your gift.
That would have been funny too.
I had plans. Also, another shout out to Jason Turner.
Oh yes,
Damn straight.
dude, he made Party Chat happen.
Yes, he
the
helped
other
me.
side of the Beacon House
Yeah,
Production Company, right?
Our second branch.
He helped me basically take a passion of mine, which is video games and video game reviews and talking nerdy video game stuff, and turn it into a podcast. And he's a wonderful editor and beautiful, sexy voice.
That's
He's going
right.
to get so mad I said sexy. He's going to get so upset by that. But yeah,
Pull out.
2018 has been a great year for friends conversation, and I love you guys.
It has. And again, the first time we ever sat at this table and turned these microphones on, we had no idea where all this would go and how many people it would be involved, and the unifying quality that it would have amongst different people and stuff. So, I mean, we're blown away. We're flattered to be here. And again, if we had to say one final thing, we want to do for you guys things you want to see, stuff that you'd like to be done. Let us know where you would like us to go, what you would like us to review, who you'd like us to have on, any of that kind of stuff. Please, please, please. We want to get more input from you guys in any possible way we can to give us more things to talk about.
2019 is the year of you.
Yep.
Let's get to it, boys. 2019, here we come.
Yeah. In case 2018 didn't tell you anything, it's all about you.